to, hey, that went wrong, didn't it? Well, good Friday afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing out there, cupcakes? And you, Joy of Koi. I see you, a new channel I found, fairly recent. Go across, give them some support, give them some twisted love. Tell them I sent you. Anyway, so far today, all I've managed to do is filters. So yeah, IBC tank's done. Growing on tank's done. They're just getting pummeled with a bit of air at the moment just to change things up. And the new showers have settled in absolutely sweet. Topping up the main pond at the moment. But that skipper can go back on for a second because I'm going to clean that a bit later. But we're looking nice and tidy in here. They've got no filter going at the moment, but they're doing all right because the old one is out. Sat over there. And then got to get the new one in. And you know how my pa loves his flexi pipe. We all know that my pa loves his flexi pipe. Well, as you know, we spend a lot of time down at New Forest Koi. And in most of the filters, you will find, for a biological medium, flowcore, which is basically corrugated pieces of plastic. Now, in the interests of reusing and repurposing and not getting dumped in a landfill, this is that crinkly horrible shit that Jubilee clips just don't like adhering to. So yeah, I've spent every now and then, because it does take a toll on my wrist, but I use my old and then I've got little bits of flowcore that are now going in the top of the shower. Now there you go, guys. It will take me another 4 or 5 goes through to chop that down, but I have also already got some chopped in the top of the filter, as you can see. So yeah, there is still a bit more to do down piles, and no doubt there's going to be more of that kicking around. So I'll probably end up filling that with homemade flowcore instead of Alpha Grog. But it's that big 4-letter word. Free! You just can't knock it. I am going to have to try and find some more slabbing though, so I can get the barbecue sorted in the front garden for Susan. But, oh, that was the other thing. My water has now got a bit of a green cloudy tinge coming to it. And the reason for that is I haven't had my UV plugged in. And I have a substantially sized pond. Now since I just switched off my cheap 13 quid drop-in aquarium UV, you can see the tinge out there when we go back out. You can see the tinge in the water already. So those out there that think you need these bloody great big units of like 55 watts and upwards. No, you don't. Because if your filters are running as they should, all your filters need is just that little bit of extra from your UV. So, yeah. And I mean, since 4 or 5 days, I haven't had it on. You can see a tinge in the water. And that is purely because I haven't had that little 13 watt UV switched on. So yeah, it just goes to show you do not need these big, huge units. I mean, you can buy them on eBay, $13.99 for a 13 watt, and it comes under an aquarium UV. Hence why we can just drop it into an easy pot. In fact, the first 2 people to actually introduce me to them was actually, it was both Triple B, Davey, Black Country Koi Bloke, and Skeggy got me into them, and they work an absolute treat, and they cost absolute peanuts, which again goes back to my saying of it does not have to be expensive to keep and maintain good quality koi. Now I will get that UV wired back up today, and then we'll get it switched on, and we will see how long it takes to clear it back up. But yeah, 13 watt UV. So doesn't need to be big, doesn't need to be expensive. But anyway guys, I'm going to put you down, and I'm going to get this ear Tempest put in. Well, my little fruit bats, how we doing? Well, just been to Morrison's and back, so now I can plod on, but we've got it in place. Just got to sort out the return line now, but I'm going, instead of just putting a straight 90 in, I'm going to just put these headphones away. There we go. I'm going to put 245s in. So let me spin you. No, we won't spin you. Yes, we will. No, we won't. Yes, we will. You spin me right round. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 45 on there. Zoom it out, Vincent. Stop being on our bed. There you go. So I'm going to put a 45 on there and a 45 down there. Join it up together. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We've got a nice sloping angle there. But we're all in place and holding water, other than the obligatory leaky valve. I'll have to get on to Paul Smith and tell me what size it is I need, so I can buy another one of them lever valves, put that on there. But yeah, it's holding water, it's not leaking, so literally this is the last bit of pipe work. They're getting jotted about with the air, something rotten. They are after the food in there as well, but they are getting beaten about with the air pump, so they will enjoy when it's switched off. But I want to pick up a lot of that fucking shit that's flying about, that's been created by the residents of the tank, because this has not been running all day. So yeah, they're perking up, they're doing all right. Such a bountiful view of colour. Gentleman came earlier and he had the Kiyotsury. I'll turn this one off, let that settle out. There we go. they have settled in really well. So these aren't used to a lot of noise and movement in here, because usually they've got the cover on. It won't be long and we'll soon start seeing a change in these, I'm telling you. Tank now is sitting at 27 degrees. An increase of 3 more degrees and I will be happy. And then we get these onto our regular feed timetable. And we will be absolutely golden. So yeah, we'll leave them to that. I'll spin you around, but not a second time. Once is enough. Once is enough. So yeah, in here we are sitting at an ambient temperature of 26.3. And the main pond is sitting at 14.6. So yeah, it's been a beautiful day today, and they're loving the food. That's the boys and girls on the Mega Munga Mix with added Manuka honey. So yeah, dissolved Manuka honey in water first, and then added my Munga Mix powder in, dissolved that, and then banged in the old Pelitos, got them in a bag, blew them up, rolled them around, and that's what they look like now. And you'll find even the big pellets have got a bit of a squish to them because they've been made softer because of the water, and in that they've then sucked in the all the additives and everything else that was put into the mix. So yeah, that's about, I would say, 3 days, give or take. So yeah, I've got a couple more cuts to make, and then we shall see this bad boy back up and running. I say this bad boy, the Tosai tank, back up and running with less pipe work, considerably less. Then I've just got to rejig the waste. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Good old Evolution Aqua fucking waste taps. And I know that is the Mark 1 waste tap, and I do have a Mark 2 waste tap upstairs, but it's going to be cleaned on an air pump, so yeah. Either valve it is. Back in a bit. Hey! Well, my little fruit cups. I'm showing now, still got that to put out there. Dozy bit. But as the sun sets on what has been a glorious day here in Basingstoke, these are getting topped up. Happier now that the filter's running, and we've got extra water in the tank now because we've got to take into consideration the amount of water that's actually in the Tempest. But yeah, they're just having a top up, munching on the last of their goodies. Would be easier if I spun you around, wouldn't it? So let's just do that. These will have one last little bit in a bit. Now got an air stone going in this one. This one can This one can now go, good night, sweetheart. That's got to go in long block. That's got to go in long block for the rest of the insulation, so I can redo the walls and anything else that needs doing while I've got the silver tape. But as you can see, we are all up and running. Nice little kick on the pipe there to take a bit of friction out. And zip from the bottom, working an absolute treat. And that's running on 75%. Johnny thing back up. Yeah, so that's running on about 75%, and that's running like an absolute dream. Waste is sorted for the minute. So yeah, that's where we're at. I've got rid of all the tacky looking black duct tape off of the biofilter. So yeah. No. On that note, I'm going to wrap things up here. The reason for that is I've actually waiting for a message or a phone call from a subscriber who actually lives just around the corner and would like me to go and have a look over his new build and his new filtration. So yeah. Anyway guys, as always, I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out there, you know you're always great. And if we don't see you tomorrow, we'll see you Sunday on the Koi Culture. No, guys.
That's all, cupcakes.